Hello, this is Marshallie, and welcome to my garden diary. So, today I just want to quickly focus on my clematis in the garden. I have two different types of clematis. Um, uh, I think this one is a Warsaw Nike, and I have another one which is called the President. And this year, both are doing so much better than they have ever done, and I think I've had them in the garden for at least 3 years or even four. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just want to share what I have done differently this year, and yeah, I find that clematis are not one of those easy plants. They From my experience, they don't like to dry out. I plant them here along the fence. So in the mornings, most of the morning, they are the root or the feet, they're called, are covered and they don't get totally exposed to sun. And as you can see, even there are other plants that are actually protecting the base of the plant from too much exposure to sunlight. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that this year and last year and all the years I've had these plants, I think I've always cut them totally back in as soon as the time start getting warm. I'm thinking that I might not do that again next year and see what happened, but that's what I did this year. So this year I cut back everything right down to the base and all of everything that is here is new growth that has happened since the time start getting warm. And so that's the next thing. And then also I usually fertilize the roses once a week, and I have started fertilizing the clematis with the same fertilizer I fertilize my roses with, and I just use a basic rose fertilizer, and it's a liquid type, and then I just water it once a week according to what the instruction says. And I am quite pleased. These can be quite large. So usually the first three or so blooms are like 3 times as large as this here. And so they can get quite large. So I hope that in the coming years that the blooms will be larger. But it could be that when the blooms are larger, there are not so many blooms because there are quite a lot of blooms going on here. And there are lots of buds as well. So as soon as there are lots of buds. So I can't really complain about, them not being larger than this because lots of buds, lots of blooms, nothing to complain about. So yeah, and I make sure that I keep these. If the time is very warm or hot, I come out and water every day or every other day. So this is not, in my opinion, a low maintenance plant. If you want it to do well, then you have to do some watering, fertilizing, and just taking care of it a little bit more than the other plants I have in the garden. So some hibiscus here. Let's go over. This is the other one that I have, and this one, yeah, the base is not so protected like the other one, and hopefully next year that will sort itself out. That means that this will dry out faster than the other one. And yeah, this is the President. The first couple of blooms were huge, were really, really big. And then we have blooms like this that is maybe a fourth of what the other blooms were like. But still, it's doing much better than last year. It has buds on it and it's growing in the direction that I want it to grow in. And I'll just see how that can be better next year. I I do the same thing like with the other one. Water it as often as possible so that it doesn't totally dry out, and fertilize it with rose fertilizer. And as I said, I think next year I won't cut it back and see what happens. Yeah, and again, it's doing okay. I mean, I think they can all do better, but look, there are buds there and it's growing, so that's good. Yeah, so I hope that this video was helpful for you and your clematis, or give information about how I take care of my clematis. And yeah, it's not, for me, it's not one of the easiest plants, but I like them. And they don't give me any extra work. I just it's just two that I have. I don't think I would have any more. And then just water them as needed, just not let them dry out too much. Okay, that is going to be it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.